Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you about my trip to New York City. I went to New York with my friend Brittany, who runs the blog Clumps of Mascara. We both decided that we wanted to go to the Makeup Show New York. We had an amazing time. Brittany and I are both introverted. Sure, we can fake being extroverted, but we really like being around other introverts, so we planned for the trip to be very low-key, and we just had a blast. It was really great for me to be taking a trip with somebody who didn't want to constantly be going every single moment that they were awake, like from one thing to another, because that gets very, very draining. I got to see some of my friends who have moved to New York, and I got to meet some of Brittany's friends who also live in New York. I got to meet some of my longtime online blog friends, which was really cool. I got to see some really cool sites around New York City, like the High Line. If you go to New York, if you only do one thing, I would say definitely check out the High Line because it's very pretty. Lots of like really cool plants and sculptures, except for the Sleepwalker. Didn't like that one so much. We both loved attending the Makeup Show New York. It's a very educational experience. You get to see lots of makeup artists. There are lots of seminars. There are a lot of great keynote speakers. At New York this year, they had Wendy from Urban Decay speaking. She spoke about her experience of making Urban Decay in her living room and taking it to L'Oreal. So it was very fascinating. I also get to see my friend Tammy from Urban Decay, which was awesome. I want to show you what I ended up buying from the show. So everything in this video is going to be things that I purchased myself, and just because I thought that it looked interesting, or I really wanted to try it out, or I thought you might like to see it. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is the Voss Drenched Metals Palette. I saw this palette on Instagram, so I definitely wanted to check it out. It's supposed to be all metallic shades, and as you can tell, like these two columns are columns that I would personally really like and wear. The other palette they had was called the Holy Grail palette, which just didn't look like colors I would really enjoy because they were all like, I don't know, warm and orangey neutrals, which seems to be everywhere, and I am so fucking burnt out on orangey neutrals. I am just done. No more, please. So anyway, this looked like a lot of fun. I can't wait to swatch it and see what the texture of these shadows is like. This was $42 at the show. So the next palette that I picked up was a complete impulse buy. Like I didn't go to the show intending to buy this palette. I went to the Beautylish booth because I wanted to say hi to the people there, let them know that I've had great customer service every time I've ordered from their site, and basically just, you know, to meet them and see who they were and give them my card, stuff like that. And then I saw this palette. This is the Natasha Denona Purple and Blues palette, and I was in trouble because it's gorgeous. It's all colors that I would wear. It is not all orangey neutrals. There is, of course, this duochrome rose gold. There's a duochrome gold right here, but there's like some pretty burgundies, some purples, lots of blues and teals, and like some fun sparkly like silver shades. So anyway, I saw this palette and went, okay, that has to be mine. I'm wearing it for the first time today. I have this golden rose color right here on my lid, and I have this like burgundy matte color at like the crease and outer V. So yeah, beautiful. Can't wait to swatch all the colors and see what they're like. As far as wear goes, my lid color hasn't really moved. The matte faded a little bit on my lower lid, but not in the crease, so I'm not sure if I just didn't get enough eye primer on the lower lid or what. But this is after I've been wearing makeups for about 10 hours today, so that's not terrible. The rest of my eyeshadow is Urban Decay. So I have to tell you a little bit about this palette. It was $239. It was not cheap. I'm not gonna lie. It was, like I said, it was a total impulse buy. When I told my husband I bought it, he's like, what, is it made of gold? Is it gold plated? I said, no, but it's a really expensive palette. So I went to go look up more information about it, and I mean, as you can tell, it has 28 colors. Each of the colors is 0.08 ounces of product each. When I looked at the individual colors, what they cost, they're anywhere from $25 to $29. So the value of this palette is about $700, possibly more. Like it's at least $700 because of the price of the shadows. But yeah, like I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that $239 is a great deal for a palette because it wasn't on sale. It's really expensive. But if you were to buy all of the colors individually, it would cost you over $700. So yeah, anyway, total impulse buy, totally not cheap, not an everyday palette, but there's lots of fun colors in here that I can't wait to play more with. Oh, and one thing that irked me, it has like this little plastic sheet that has the names on it. I really wish that they just would have printed the names below each color. I guess they didn't do that because you can pop the shades out, but I still would have preferred to have the shades printed as opposed to this little plastic thing that's annoying. So the next palette that I knew that I wanted to pick up was the Senna Cosmetics 4 Decades of Color. This is by Eugenia Weston. She's awesome. She's like the guru of brows. She's the original brow master. So this box set is made up of 4 different palettes from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. So I will show them each to you. And the set was $140. So this is the 70s. The 2 larger shades here are like blush shades. And then you get 5 eyeshadows. I definitely think of this green as being a 70s color. Next we have the 80s with all the brights and the vivids. I really wish that they hadn't done a black because I feel like there's a black in every palette that comes out. I would have rather seen like, I don't know, a bright teal or something else, just because I feel like when you look at like the 80s teal, that was a very definitive teal. But anyway, I love that there are 3 like purple blue shades. So excited by this and surprised by the yellow. This is the 90s, the Nude Revolution. I'm kind of feeling this eggplant shade. And then with the 2000s, there's lots of sparkly stuff, and I'm particularly excited by Heliotrope and Granite Gray because those are really pretty colors. So I didn't buy just all eyeshadow, but I did have another eyeshadow I wanted to show you. This is Magnolia Makeup, and the color is called Twinkle. If you can see it. It's like an indigo blue purple, and it has teal blue sparkles in it. It was $12. I don't believe it was discounted for the show. I'll swatch on the back of my hand for you can see it. It's a really gorgeous color. I did pick up some of the Mehron metallic powders. These can be used all over the body, so they're good for eyeshadows, blush. You can mix them in with lip products. I also bought their mixing liquid. And for the 3 of those, it was $24. Let me swatch the rose for you so you can see why I was like, okay, I have to have this. So here's the rose. It's a really cool metallic rose gold. And the other color is lavender, so it's a metallic lavender. Here's the lavender. Really, I think it comes off more like a complex taupe, and if you get them wet, they're much more intense, obviously, and like I said, they're made to go with this mixing liquid. But I thought that these were neat and would be fun to play with. I picked up some of the Besame Cosmetics Brightening Powder. This is Brightening Vanilla Powder. I actually have the lavender too, but I picked this up at the show for $10, and it's supposed to cancel out redness, which you know I have. I don't even know if you can really see it swatched here in the back of my hand. So the next thing I have to show you, I think you'll be really excited to see. I went by this booth called Glamorous Chicks Cosmetics and saw these amazing looking liquid lipsticks. So I took them home with me. This first color is called Futuristic Blue. You can see that. That's gorgeous. And I picked both of these up for like $25.88. That sounds right. This purple shade is Love Potion. They have like a minty smell to me, but they're supposed to dry down to a semi-matte finish, so they should be comfortable to wear without being too drying and shouldn't have a lot of transfer. I will find out. Okay, and that's the last of what I bought. I did have one item that I did not buy, but I would have bought if it hadn't already been gifted to me. This is the OCC collaboration lip tar with James Vincent. It's called New York Groove, and I would have bought this if we had not received it, just because it was a James Vincent collaboration, and I love James Vincent. He's the reason that I go to the makeup show. Well, one of the big reasons that I love to go to the makeup show. He's such a great guy. He's an amazing makeup artist. He's a wonderful educator. He's always like trying to be very inclusive with people, reaching out to bloggers, to makeup artists, and I think he's a wonderful, wonderful man. Anyway, this is his collaboration color. It's sort of like a peachy pink, I guess it's kind of like a peachy pink nude, and he says it's flattering in all skin tones. So those are the 3 lippies. So anyway, if you have the opportunity to go to the makeup show wherever it may be near you, I highly recommend it. I think it's next going to be in Atlanta, like June 18th, June 19th. So who knows, I may be there. What do you think of my haul from the Makeup Show New York? please be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share. And if you haven't already, be sure you subscribe to my channel. I make new videos weekly. Thanks so much for watching.